Good morning, children. In this lesson, we are going to study about nature of physical world and measurement. First, we are going to see something about science. What is science? The word science is a Latin word. It came from a Latin word scientia, that means to know. In Tamil, அறிவியல் means அறிந்து கொள்ளுதல், knowing the truth. Our human mind is always very curious to know and understand different phenomena. For example, what is happening in and around us, cyclic changes in the seasons, occurrence of rainbows. So the mind looks the meaningful patterns and relations in such a phenomenon. So that is science. Science is nothing but to know, that is knowing the truth. The knowledge of science dealing with non-living things is physical science, our physics and chemistry. And the knowledge that deals with living things is biological science, that is biology and zoology. Just like that, we cannot measure, we cannot do anything in science. For that, we need scientific method. So, what is called a scientific method? It is a step by step approach in studying natural phenomenon and establishing laws. Directly, we cannot tell it is like that, it is like that, we cannot tell. We should analyze, we should observe, and after that only we can come to a conclusion. So, there are some methods: systematic observation, controlled experimentation, qualitative and quantitative reasoning, mathematical modeling, and prediction. So, these are the method involves. So, this is called scientific method. Example, we are taking a metallic rod. So now the metallic rod being heated. When one end of the rod is heated, heat is felt at the other end. So this time we have so many questions. What happens when the rod is heated? How does the heat transfer from this place to that place? So the process of finding answers to these questions is scientific investigation. Am I right? Next, what is physics? எல்லாருக்கும் டஃப்பான சப்ஜெக்ட் ஃபிசிக்ஸ். am I right? நிறைய பேர் சொல்கிறது physics is the toughest subject. But it is not like that. It is a very easy subject if you are interested. Physics is a word that derived from Greek word physis, that means nature. So the study of nature is called physics. So we have two approaches in physics. One is unification and next one is reductionism. What is unification? What is reductionism? Unification means we are attempting to explain diverse physical phenomena with a few concepts and laws. We have general laws. By using these laws, we are attempting to explain diverse physical phenomena. So that is called unification. For example, we are studying about Newton's universal law of gravitation. This explains motion of freely falling bodies towards earth, as well as motion of the moon around the earth, motion of planets around the sun. Okay, that unifying the fundamental force of nature. And the next attempt is reductionism. That means an attempt to explain a macroscopic system in terms of microscopic constituents. For example, thermodynamics is a branch of physics which explain macroscopic properties that like temperature, entropy of bulk system. And then next, branches of physics. Physics has so many branches. What are the branches? Classical physics, modern physics. What is classical physics? There are so many types in classical physics: mechanics, statistics, dynamics, thermodynamics, optics, electricity, magnetism, acoustics, relativity. These are all classical mechanics. And what is called modern physics? Quantum physics, atomic physics, nuclear physics, molecular physics. These are all modern physics. Classical mechanics. What is classical mechanics? The study of forces acting on bodies, whether which is at rest or in motion. That is classical mechanics. What is thermodynamics? Study of heat. It's nothing but thermodynamics. Optics. You might have studied in your earlier classes. Study of light. Electricity and magnetism. The study of electricity and magnetism. What is the mutual relationship between them? Acoustics. Sound. Relativity. Relationship between space, time and energy. Then modern physics. Quantum physics, atomic physics, nuclear physics, condensed matter physics, high energy physics. Quantum mechanics. The study of discrete nature of phenomenon at the atomic and subatomic levels. Atomic physics means the branch of physics which deals with the properties of the atom. Nuclear physics, the branch of physics which deals with the structure of the nucleus. Then condensed matter, that means the study of properties of condensed materials, solids, liquid and gases. Okay, so these are all the branches of physics. Next, scope and excitement of physics. What is the scope? We are studying physics, we are studying science. What is the scope? So discoveries in physics are two types. One is accidental discoveries. Next one is well analyzed research in laboratories. First one is accidental. That magnetism was discovered accidentally. By using some concepts, we are creating artificial magnets, that is laboratory based or our well analyzed research. Okay, physics is a large scope and it covers a tremendous range of magnitude of various physical quantities. For example, it is an astronomical phenomenon as well as those very small magnitude involving electrons and protons, and also it deals with a very system of very large magnitude also. Range of time scales we can see astronomical scales to microscopic scales. Astronomical scales means up to 10 power 18 seconds to 10 power minus 22 seconds. Okay, and then range of masses, heavenly body masses to electron is a very small particle. Heavenly bodies, that is 10 power 55 kilogram, now up to 10 power minus 31 kilogram we can deal in physics. A small number of basic concepts and laws can explain diverse physical phenomena. The most interesting part is designing of useful device based on physical laws. For example, use of robotics, journey to moon. Okay. So in today's world of technological advancement, building block of engineering and technical education is physics. Am I right? Okay. Physics in relation to technology and society. There is a good relationship between technology and society with physics. Physics is relation to chemistry. How? X-ray diffraction, radioactivity. So this studies helps in chemistry. For example, in chemistry we are going to study about the periodic table on the basis of their atomic numbers. There our physics helps. In biology, we all know X-rays, radioisotopes. Radioisotopes are used in radiotherapy for cure of cancer. And then physics is relation to maths. How? It is a very good tool for its development. Am I right? So, physics is useful for many branches of other subjects also. Then next, let us come to our point, measurement. What is measurement? The comparison of any physical quantity with its standard unit is known as measurement. Comparison of any physical quantity with its standard unit. We are having one standard unit. We are going to compare any physical quantity with its standard unit. That is called measurement. So measurement is the basis of all scientific studies and experimentation. Plays an important role in physics. Here we are going to study about definition of physical quantities. Quantities that can be measured and in terms of which laws of physics are governed. We are using some laws of physics. That is called physical quantities. There are two types of physical quantities. One is fundamental quantities. Next one is derived quantities. What is called fundamental quantities? Which are basic quantities which cannot be expressed in terms of any other physical quantities. What is fundamental quantities? That is the basic quantities which cannot expressed in any other physical quantities. That is called fundamental quantities. For example, length, mass, time. What is called derived quantities? They are derived from other physical quantities, basic quantities. That is the quantities that can be derived from some other physical quantities that are called derived quantities. For example, area, volume, velocity, acceleration, force. So, in this lesson, what are the things we are studying? What is science? What is physics? What are the scope of physics, studying physics? And what are the branches of physics? And now, measurement. So, what is measurement? Why we need measurement? What is definition of physical quantities? And what are the types of physical quantities? So, other things we'll see in the next class. Okay, thank you, students.